All right, we'll call the meetings of Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, Animal Service Committee needs order. We roll call.
Cahill, Desart. Here. Eckhoff.
Here.
Garcia.
Here.
Krajewski.
Here.
Rutledge.
Here.
Okay, do we have any public comment? Can we sign in?
No public comment.
We're on chairman's report, just again, most of you know, most of you are all at the gala. It turned out very well. We made some good money for that. I think it's still coming in, so you guys did a good job, Laura, putting that together. All the feedback I heard from people was they thought it was great.
That old fashioned drink that they made up. We had one.
It was
It's
strong.
only for a wedding.
I was driving, so I didn't order a drink, but I made Catherine get one of each,
Oh, yeah.
and they were both really good.
Oh, good. They were good.
What? I just wanted to sip of them.
Just saying.
No, they were.
I did not drive that.
I just wanted a sip of each, that's all.
I didn't drink either, but I did take that thing back, so I returned it to the gentleman that donated it, and there was
Okay.
maybe like, there's maybe like 5 left in there, maybe, and
What?
it, of the old fashions, they made like 100 of them.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think they were supposed to put a little bit of a mixer in it, like a little soda or 7-Up or something, because it was solid.
Well, it turned over in the back of my car, so when I got in there
Oh, no.
Saturday morning, I opened my car, and when it turned sideways, it was one of those coffee things, I guess it leaked out, and it was really bad in that car, so I
bet.
take it in and get it,
No speeding for you for a while.
I took it and got it detailed.
Oh.
But, yeah, but I did have like comments on the old fashioned, so they're good.
Retailer was probably going, yeah, sure, it tipped over.
It was pretty bad, so. And then I think, volunteers are getting together, next week, to kind of do a debriefing to people that helped put the gala together, what went good, what went bad. I think they did send out some surveys, so. And then Sunday, we did the dedication to the multi-purpose room. I know Grant, you were there, but, that was real nice turnout. They did a nice job with it. So we will have the naming rights for that. Moving on to approval of our minutes. I get a motion to approve the minutes of April 15th.
Second.
Questions, additions, changes? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that motion carries. Procurement items. Want a motion, if I can get a motion for 25-1201, a contract with Uline.
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Next, I get a motion for 25-1203, recommendation for approval of contract to Hills Pet Nutrition Sales.
So moved. Second.
Any questions on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Now, if we move on to our grants, we get a motion for 25-1268, which is the Illinois Economic Opportunity Grant that we got for $275,000.
So moved.
Second.
Questions, comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carries. Move on. Well, I think we talked, thanks Senator, right, Jeremy? Yeah. Goliath for that. So,
Oh, nice,
yeah,
okay.
Senator Goliath was the one that was able to secure that for us. For that. If we can move on to get a motion for FIR 0089-25, accepting appropriations for the animal services. DECO, a grant for
Second.
$275,000. Any questions or comments on this one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Move on now to FIR 0090-25, acceptance appropriation of interest earned on our investments,
So moved.
$276,700. Any questions, comments on that one? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, that motion carries. We'll move on to our administrative update.
Yeah.
Make it short, Laura.
We'll make it short. No, I wanted to thank everybody for joining us at the Raise the Roof Gala. DuPage Animal Friends and all the volunteers that put that together did a phenomenal job. They raised upwards of $215,000 to go towards the capital project. And then immediately that next week followed it up with a really successful Giving DuPage Days, raising just shy of $20,000. We had talked about a $15,000 goal, which was significantly less than we've done in previous years, but we just weren't sure coming so soon off the gala and it going down to a one-day event. We did like a 5-year look back with the DuPage Animal Friends Board, and we've definitely seen kind of a steady drop off as they've kind of changed that model a little bit. So we were really pleased with the results from that.
Just to pick up on that, they have seen a steady drop in all the donations from everybody for the simple fact that
Okay.
they've cut it from you know, a week to 3 days to 1 day, and next year to maybe 3 hours, but I think their goal this year was 300,000, they only did 211, but I
You
mean,
know, I know the thought process is to make it more immediate, like do it today. But it would seem to me
Yeah.
that the longer duration is more profitable.
Well, I
That
think you've
tells
seen
you
it.
right there.
Charities, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So do we have any
Stop
say in
paying.
how long they do it?
I don't know, I heard, well, I don't, Nick's not, oh, Nick's here. I mean, I know we heard, we had a new person that was there doing it, but that person's gone now.
Yeah, there's some turnover there, and we'll work with Mary Keating to see what the plan is for 26.
Cause I think that, I don't know, the 3 days seem to work.
It was even,
Fast.
before that was a week.
Well, a week is like.
And they used to be able to take them even before it started. Even when it was 3 days last year, you could still make donations, like, even though it didn't start till Wednesday, you could start on Monday. Some people out there, but,
Yeah, I mean, we were really pleased not knowing
Mhm.
oh,
with
it's
all the
great
changes
what
over
we
the
got for
past
one
couple of
day.
years, you know, what it was gonna do. And then even before all those two events, we had our volunteer appreciation too. So it was just a very, very busy, April was a very, very busy month.
And giving DuPage, I don't know what changed with that, but they used to do like a bunch of different contests for, like, today, the most people that got individual donors would get, you know, $1,000, or people that whoever got the most money on this date or that date. So they
I
did do
think
those
the
awards.
changes that Shefali left.
Yeah. I saw her recently.
On the shelter side, you guys might have seen or you heard during the gala that we took in 155 parakeets in one day. So thank goodness for that real life room.
I saw.
That was our first thought, was like, where are we gonna put this many birds? And we hadn't quite outfitted that room yet, so that's where they've been living, and we're down to 41.
Oh, good.
They came in on April 22nd, so, you know, we've moved quite a few in, you know, this 1 month period of time.
It was a great attraction for your dedication on Sunday.
Yes, it was.
They were all over there. I think
Was
Scorsese
that-
was working on possibly getting one.
Was that part of K and K, Cats and Critters?
Oh, Cats and Critters is it's a newer
Cause
rescue.
I know that they took in a bunch of birds from somebody as
They
well.
did, yeah,
I wondered
from
if that
us.
was the same story.
Yeah, Cats and Critters did. Yeah, they're a newer rescue, and they came and pulled quite a few birds from us. Yeah, so the way we've gotten down with these numbers is a combination of transferring to other rescue partners and adopting them out.
A guy I work with had 10 parakeets and they
Oh,
adopted 10 more parakeets.
oh, wow.
And the other parakeets must have been, the ones that they found, these parakeets, must have been a free range in the home. Because when they were,
My dogs would eat.
my
them.
friend kept, you know, his
My
parakeets
dogs would eat them.
caged separately from the new ones. And the new ones were like holding on like they were super nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Because they must have been free range.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of these situations it's mental health challenges, right? You know, so it's hard to be angry about it, you know, it's, you know, trying to get those people the resources so that, you know, and we did give her, after removing the birds and having them seen by our vet, we did let her take some birds back. I bet at the end of the day, you hope that she's got a good support system, because all she's gotta do is go get more birds if she really wants to, and but these for now, right, got the care they needed and are getting rehomed, so. And our population tends to kind of start creeping up this time of year, especially as we start moving into kitten season. We've been hovering in that like 150 to 200 animal range. And then on the construction side, you know, the clinic, while I was on vacation, the clinic did move into the renovated space. So they're getting settled in there. Dr. K has been already starting to do a couple surgeries in there. It takes a little bit of time to figure out where things are going. And we still have a lot of punch list items that we're working through with the contractor. So still trying to work through operating in the space while knowing that like some things still aren't quite functional yet, so.
Speaking of that, Nick or Laura, because I know when we were in Sunday, you made comment, the AC, I mean, that thing is that.
The HVAC is part of the punch list items.
Okay, so what's gonna happen with that? Are they gonna, was they gonna go redo the whole?
Yeah, so we have a third party that came in and as we realized.
They undersized our
It's
HVAC.
undersized.
Oh,
And so it was extremely cold in the winter. They were bringing in heaters, and I'm not even sure that was working. And it's extremely hot on the hot days now because the air conditioner can't keep it cold. So go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, we have a third party. It looks like we'll probably have to replace a unit. It's undersized. And, the question is, did the ductwork undersize as well? It's all covered by the contractor, so we're working through that, but it'll take a little bit of time. But we will.
Well, as we're moving into summer, is it good, when we say a little bit of time, does that mean we're gonna go through the summer with the undersized air conditioner and everybody's gonna be sweltering
I
in
just
there?
talked to the team earlier, like late last week, and we will have a much better handle of what the replacement timeline is, probably within a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Cause with all the
Everybody
windows.
wants it resolved.
Well,
Everybody, I mean,
Well,
that's the
I'm
number
sure.
one.
And I was shocked when I was over there in the winter time and all your staff had heaters, the little heaters on there, that's to keep them warm, so.
Well, our goal is to really work through, I don't know that
I
the
don't care about
RT.
the other punch list or the carpeting. That's the major thing we gotta make
Yeah, that's a
sure
big one.
coming into the summer, especially with the windows. I mean, that'll heat that
Yeah.
place up really.
I don't know that we'll have the RTU issue resolved by the grand opening date, but our goal is to get through the majority of the punch list items before that big grand reopening that's on June 14th from 10 to 3. I believe Heidi got invitations out to everybody. And we're gonna do a ribbon cutting. We've got some rescue groups joining us, a couple other pet-related type vendors. We are working with DuPage Animal Friends to host a more private, kind of like VIP donor event a couple days before on Wednesday, June 11th. This is for those people who have really made some significant contributions to the welfare of our organization, a chance to see it at a time. So with that, I'll entertain any questions.
All right, any old business? Any new business? I know the foundation is working on some stuff throughout the summer, but, the month of June, the Entourage and Vise in Naperville. Are you familiar with that on Route 59? And the one that Entourage and Downers, they're gonna.
Oh, Vise, I know,
Yeah.
Vise is on Route 59.
Yeah, so Route
Yeah,
59,
what
and they have Entourage next door, so they have those two restaurants, and then they have
What
Entourage and
about the
Downers.
restaurant?
They're gonna be doing, DuPage Animal Friends for the whole month of June.
Oh, I
So-
didn't know that.
Yeah, every month they do a signature drink that they put with all the menus and with the write-up on the, charity. So I know this month of May, they were doing cystic fibrosis and they had, a couple pictures and then a whole write-up on the charity. So they give that to every table with their menus,
Oh,
that's
that's
their
nice.
featured drink. And then $1 from every drink that's bought will go to that charity. So they have DuPage Animal Friends set up for June. So
Give me the name of the restaurant again.
well, there's three of them. It's Entourage and Vise in Naperville on Route 59, they're right next to each other, then Entourage and Downtown Downers. It's the same group that, for Glen Ellen, whoever sponsored it before, that, Fire and Wine.
Yeah.
They were the former owners of Fire and Wine, they
Yeah.
sold that one recently.
The one in Naperville is right across from Foxville.
Yeah, the
So-
Vise, I know where that one is, so.
Yeah. So that one and the one next door is called Entourage, and then they have one in Downers. But all three restaurants are participating, and they do a nice write-up on the charity each month, that they give it to every table for the whole month. So, any, new business, other new business? All right, well, objection, we'll get a motion to adjourn. Second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Mhm.